To care for your puppy, here's what you do. Take her for walks and pick up her poo. Love her and hug her as much as you can, then get up the next day and do it again. To care for your garden, you do much the same. Show it some love, let it dance in the rain. Pull out the weeds and till up the soil, and you'll reap the rewards of your hard toil.
So Margaret, I'm going to give you my understanding of dog training tips. Now, you know a lot more about dog training than I do, but in trying to prepare for this, I recalled an old movie that I had seen where a woman trained her husband by using a dog training book. So I thought I'd go see if I could find that movie. Well, doing a little Googling, I found out that the name of the movie was If a Man Answers, which starred Sandra Dee. Remember Sandra Dee? That's a long time ago. 1962 it came out. And I looked to see if I could find a copy of it so I could write down the tips, but it's not out on video. So then I did a little more Googling and I found out that in recent years there's been a book put out called What Shamu Taught Me About a Happy Marriage by Amy Sutherland. And she used animal training tricks to train her husband. So I thought I would use those tricks that she used on her husband to apply them to animals. So the first tip that she says, or the sort of overriding principle that she uses in training her husband, is that you should reward behavior that you like and ignore behavior that you don't approve of. You should also learn all you can about the species, and I'm sure you'll have lots of time to do that. You should reward the small steps towards the good behaviors. So if you want her to do something and she does a little bit of that, then you reward that, and the next time maybe she'll do a little bit more. And the final thing that Amy Sutherland says is that you should steer the animal or the husband away from behaviors that you don't like by teaching them incompatible behaviors that will take over from those behaviors that you don't like. So those are my animal training tips for you, courtesy of Amy Sutherland.
Okay, Margaret, as for gardening advice, you're not getting any from me because I haven't been gardening for a while. The only advice I have is plant lots, fertilize lots, and then bring your extras to 303 Main Street. And we'd love to partake of your goodies. But I'm just here to give you some advice on how to look after your dogs, or should I say not look after your dogs. Don't have spoiled dogs like me, I'm at their beck and call. They're not at my beck and call. Just keep enjoying your time with them and taking them for walks whenever you want, day, night, because you don't have to get up for work. So enjoy your time with your dog.
Okay. Well, as a dog lover and amateur horticulturalist myself, I guess love, patience, and a little bit of luck.
I'm Margaret. I'm so happy to know you're retiring. Finally, it's good. I hope you have a lot of fun on your retirement. However, I'm not the right person to ask about gardening. I know nothing about gardening. I'm not a gardener. So actually, when I retired, someone from work gave me a book that said How to Garden for Dummies. So you can see how a gardener I am. About dogs, the same thing. I only have a cat. And I can tell you all about cats, but I don't know much about dogs. But I hope you have a lot of fun with your dog and doing your mission.
Margaret, happy retirement. Advice about your garden and your dogs? Well, I can't give you any there. You can probably give me advice on gardening and training the dog.
Hi, Margaret. I learned that you will retire soon, so I wish you enjoy your retirement. And after you retire, So wish you hope you can take care of your dogs. I don't know how many dogs you have. I remember you mentioned have a several, but I don't know how many you have right now. And cats. Give them have a good washing, whatever. Enjoy your retirement.
Margaret, this is, I've been asked to provide you advice, and I thought, you know, I've been providing you advice for many, many years, and I don't think you've ever listened to me, which is your own problem because it's always been very good advice. So I really don't have anything more to tell you what to do in retirement. But if you do have questions and you finally want to get my opinion, please just call me. I'll be at home because I'm not working anymore either. So we'll see you, and best of luck on your retirement.
Okay. I'm Margaret. I guess happy retirement for you is here. And I know you've been looking forward to that. And I miss our squabbles in the lab. And I know you can have a good time and do your thing at home, whatever you have planned. And I don't know what happened to that strawberry farm, but I guess nothing will come out of it. But I hope your garden this summer will be good. And don't forget to share some of your harvest. And now you have all the time to walk Corey and do lots of things with her.
Hi Margaret, as for gardening, I think you should start a prairie natural landscape garden on your front lawn. That will drive your neighbors crazy, but will be very good for the Manitoba landscape.
Anyways, Margaret, first of all, congratulations on your retirement. You're the envy of all of us. I can probably say that with certainty. I believe the first one was gardening tips. I want to preface this with the fact that my garden looks the same year-round, with it being possibly mid-November after much frost. So probably not the best person to be taking tips from, but a mutual friend of ours actually imparted this bit of tips for me, saying that summer follow every year. So I suggest that, you know, maybe if you're having trouble, which you don't, maybe try that. I guess the other things too are pet care. I have fish. I can't tell you anything
Margaret,
else.
when I was in Tuscany 2 years ago, I noticed the Italians were experimenting with spaghetti trees. I suggest you develop a breed of noodle grass and don't let Corey pee on it.
So I wrote you a limerick, and I hope you like it. So Margaret is set to retire, and by this she will surely acquire weeks, days, and hours to tend to her flowers in a garden we all shall admire. We all know how much of a gardener you are, and so I also love to garden, and so I do envy you a bit having extra time to spend. So I really hope you enjoy it, and I want to wish you all the best in your retirement, and we'll miss you a lot. And don't hesitate to come visit us again. Okay.
Margaret, I don't have any tips for gardening because I never garden, but don't spend so much time on the sun. I think it might not be good for you. Take care of yourself with your puppy, and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful retirement. That's it.
Well, Margaret, as far as your garden goes and looking after the dog, I think you should find a nice young gardener to look after it for you. And I think you should look around and buy yourself that farm you've always wanted.